Simon, thanks for joining me. It seems forever ago, 10 years ago, since I was playing my last few games for Harrogate Town. Some amazing memories. Training at Wetherby High School on the sand-based Astro and the slope in the corner at the old CNG Stadium. The club's come a long way from them, but some brilliant memories from 10 years ago.
Yeah. I mean, especially the FA Cup run that year when you were skipper. It was magic, wasn't it? And staying overnight in a hotel back then down in Torquay and doing our training session in a little gym at the time, wasn't it? I think the club has come a long way, but still cherish those memories, and that was kind of the starting point, I felt.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about how the club's evolved and come on a long way, not only from in terms of the league. I mean, the aspirations at that time was to get in the Conference National, but here we are in about 3 weeks' time. You're going to be starting your third season in the English Football League. You must have to pinch yourself sometimes.
Yeah, it's great to have those memories of the two promotions, but it's not been an easy journey by any stretch. And you go back to those early memories there; they were the highlights, in terms of those early years, having an FA Cup run or two and finished sixth last year. But to get out the Conference North took some doing, and it definitely took that big sort of step up in professionalism to give us a chance.
Yeah. And looking at obviously the squad's progressed, but you look behind the scenes, and we're coming into the training ground now, and the sports science that's involved and the analysis that's involved. When I was playing, we had very little of that now, but the clubs, the games move forward, and it's pleasing to see the clubs move forward as well with that.
We're getting there. We're not. I'm not going to stand here now and say, oh, we've got it cracked at all, because there are certain aspects where we can crank up a lot, But I think with people around you, with Paul Bolland, we've got Rachel, we've got the media team. It was non-existent back then, so it doesn't give you a chance as a manager of being better, and and the setup being better, and it gives everybody a chance of progression. That's for sure. And we're entering into a tough league this year. I'll say it's third year in the Football League, but none tougher than this season, because I think what we've looked at in the leagues is the so-called bigger clubs historically have all had a return to sort of what they were, and the fan bases are now optimistic. Like at York, Stockport, Wrexham, Grimsby. These are they were perhaps in the doldrums a little bit, and it made it more likely that an underdog such as ourselves could progress.
And it'd be easy for the outsiders to say, "Oh, small Harrogate Town, they've enjoyed a couple of seasons in the Football League, potentially, they might fall back down into the National League." But myself knowing you as well, and your competitive edge and the people involved at the club, you're not going to want to settle just for being survival in the Football League. You're going to want to kick on as well, I suppose.
Of course. I think at the start of each year, you get your group of players, and you're aiming, every club in the land is aiming for promotion, and we're no different. I think we kind of thrive on that underdog tag, but this year we've probably tried to set about it, revamp the squad, freshen it up, younger in certain areas of the pitch, more pedigree in other areas, and play a way of football that at times can take the sting out of League Two air and scare them, because last year the tight games on occasion went against us. And we have to have players whose temperaments can handle big setups, big environments with big crowds against us. Last year we conceded too many goals, and so we've had to recruit accordingly and be better. But we also want to be better on the ball to handle big occasions.
What would be a successful year for Harrogate Town this year?
Well, on camera would be a different answer to in 2 minutes when I say we want to go up, but no, I think we are very competitive people, so we'll not settle for progression is 16th or 15th, we want bigger progression than that this year, but we're going to have to fight for it.
And just finally, looking at yourself as a manager and how you've progressed as a person, as a manager as well. One of the longest serving managers in the game, at all levels. How have you found the progression from you personally in terms of management on your side?
Well, it's any kind of progression that you might perceive as just made, I suppose, other people make you look better than probably you actually are, because the quality around me is, gives me very little excuse, to be honest. So I think it's thanks to other people that we are here where we are, and it gives me an opportunity to manage better players each step of the way.
I'm just looking at the weather and pre-season training. I certainly don't miss this week, and certainly playing in hot conditions on dry pitches, and then taking a couple of days to recover after a game. But the place seemed to be full of good spirits out there, and lots of energy.
I think that's it. I think we can never get away from that prerequisite. Playing for Harrogate Town, you've got to be energetic and honest. The minute we lose that dynamic in our squad, it's probably the time where we would plummet and go back to a level where people would perceive that would be our natural level. We've got to keep pushing on, and we can only keep fighting the fight with good, honest characters that want to stand toe to toe and run through the opposition. It's got to be our aim all the time. But now we're enjoying it. We're enjoying the ride, and hopefully we can step up again this season.
Brilliant. Thanks, Wheat.
Nice one. Cheers.